Welcome everyone, this is Dice Station Zebra. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Rob.
And today we're doing something super crazy.
We are
doing the Future Foundation against Galactus and team and friends.
Now, Galactus isn't going to be on the map right away. However, there is a herald in play, and Galactus could be activated.
Yep. So, since we started opening the Future Foundation bricks, cases, whatever it is we purchased, all the stuff. I've said all along I want to build a team with all the kids and all the captains that give them all the powers and all that sort of stuff. So this morning I did that. I pulled out all the captains that give them bonuses, and I pulled out all the sidekicks, and I made a 500-point team. And said to Rob, okay, let's do it.
And how many characters are on this 500-point team?
There are 19.
Okay.
And then because there's sidekicks involved, I get to generate a turd token.
Yep.
So there are 20 in total.
Amazing.
There is leadership, there is shape change, there is super senses, there is toughness, there is mastermind. I actually made a cheat sheet so that I didn't forget things.
So you've got all the things.
I have all the things. See, this is my cheat sheet.
Okay.
You can't see it under Galactus's arm there. You can't read it. But anyway, this whole page is filled with reminders to me of who does what, so that I don't forget.
All right, sounds good.
So
now we talked about, do I just want to bring Galactus in on his 500-point dial against everybody? And we thought, no, you know what? Let's build a team who are trying to bring Galactus in. They're trying to call Galactus in.
Yeah.
So we're not going to put Galactus on the map right away. However, I'll be playing the forces of evil, the cosmic forces of Galactus, I guess you could say.
Yep.
And I'm going to try to get Galactus on the map. So we're going to see how this works. So we should get going. Should we?
We should.
Should we introduce our teams after we roll?
Let's roll first.
Okay.
So I have theme.
Yep, I do not.
And we are using new rules.
Yes, good to note that.
So this is the first game we're playing with the new rules that were announced for the Wonder Woman release that is upcoming.
Yep.
So I have theme, which gives me a +3.
Okay.
And you do not have theme.
Correct.
So I got a 9 + 3 is 12.
Okay. And I've got a 7.
Okay. So I will elect to go first.
Okay, then.
Which means I set up first.
Okay. I will put Galactus away where I can access his Herald dial and Elemental Converter dial, because we will need those.
Okay.
While we're playing, and you can set up your force.
Okay, so force construction rules from the 2019 rulebook, because that's not included in the current Wonder Woman rulebook, say if your starting force does not fit in your purple line, you can expand out one column at a time, but you have to fill the purple area first. So, of note is there's one piece of blocking terrain in here, so I'll only be able to fit 15 characters.
Okay.
So I will do that, and I have to fill that first.
Yep.
So I'm going to place everyone.
So we had to look this up because we never played with more characters than would fit in the starting area, so this is a first for us.
Yeah. So I have Dragon Man. He is there because he grants a friendly sidekick passenger too.
Oh, okay.
I have Human Torch.
Now he has to name that character every turn?
Yes.
Yep.
And it's free.
Okay.
And he does not have to have line of fire.
Okay.
Human Torch is there because he grants the sidekicks something. Once per turn, he can build a defend barrier.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome Andy gives my sidekicks shape change.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing gives my sidekicks toughness. Jim Hammond gives all my sidekicks mastermind, and they can only target it to Jim Hammond regardless of adjacency.
Okay.
Invisible Woman has once per turn. She can, for free, change a sidekick's defense to her defense with defend. And then Mr. Fantastic gives all the sidekicks leadership. So I will only roll leadership for relevant purposes of this game because there's too many.
We're not going to try to roll all the leaderships just for form.
No.
You're just going to
use
it when we need it.
Next we have Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
He's a sidekick. We have Leech. And we have Bentley.
Okay.
Bentley 23. His leadership will get rolled every turn because it's a special effect.
Right.
Okay. So then we have... How do I want to place this? Alright, so we've got Woo and Artie, who are sidekicks. And then we have Vil and Adolf Impossible. And when Wu and Vil are both on the map, they get passenger 1.
Okay.
But only to carry sidekicks. Okay. Then we have Spider-Man, and he gives all the sidekicks super senses.
Okay.
Okay, and I already messed up this placement.
That's okay. Just redo it.
I just need to do...
Yep, switch them around how you need.
I just need to do this. Well, I'm supposed to fill it in the middle first.
We haven't started yet, so...
Okay. Okay, so then I've got... Tong.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Valeria. I've got Mick. And I've got Core.
Okay.
And that is my party of 19 folks.
All right.
And that is my placements.
Fantastic. Okay. No pun intended. All right. So, anything else you want to tell me about your characters?
Let's see. Artie and Leech, when they're both on the map, they give each other range of 8 for their printed powers.
Okay.
Okay. And I think that's basically it. Tong, because we've got the Moloid kids, Mick, Core, and I will be generating Turg, as well as Tong. They will all get +1 to their combat values.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And the rest of it we'll do as we go along.
Okay, then. Over on my side, I am using Blastar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I also have Annihilus, which I'll put over here. Now, Annihilus and Blastar are on their lower dial numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have the Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is at full value. He is the Herald.
Okay.
So I paid the 25 points, as it describes on Galactus's card, to make him the Herald. Now, if he is the Herald, he has access to the power that is displayed on the Herald dial. On click 1, the Herald dial has phasing teleport. So
okay.
that is the displayed power.
So in addition to what Silver Surfer has, he has also phase and teleport.
Correct. And it also gives the Herald the Cosmic Team ability, but Silver Surfer already has Cosmic Team ability.
Okay.
It also replaces, well, it gives the range value, the Herald a range value of 5 if its printed range value is less.
Okay. But I would imagine Silver Surfer probably has...
He has a higher range value of 8, so that does not apply. It also says, so if the printed range value is less and can't be equipped or replaced. So I can't equip Silver Surfer, I can't replace him.
Okay.
That's fine, because I wasn't planning to anyway. And let's see. Also, he generates a Dawn Greenwood token.
Okay.
So we have Dawn Greenwood. So she will go adjacent to the Silver Surfer. And then we're also using Doctor Doom, which I will put over here. And then we have 2 Doom bots. Let me check their starting clicks, make sure we're on the right clicks. Doombot. And a Doombot. Okay. So that is my starting team. And we are 500 points.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So I'm ready to go. You've elected to go first.
I have.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. So I have 6 actions because I have leadership.
Yep.
On all of the sidekicks plus other people. So the first thing I will do is drop an action token.
Okay.
And the second thing
Just
I will
put that
do
anywhere.
is I'll roll leadership on Bentley 23 because his leadership has a special thing.
Okay.
Okay, it fails. If it succeeds, that's great. But if it fails, I have to take an action token off an opposing character.
Yep.
I wonder if it's if it's a specific number.
There are no action tokens, of course.
No, there aren't. If it's a 1. Okay? So if he rolls a 1 on his leadership, I take 1 off of the opposing characters. So that's why I'll roll that every turn. And no one else, there's no point in rolling anyone else's leadership. So, first thing I'm going to do is Core is going to take a free action to generate a Turg bystander.
Yep.
Okay. That now means that Tong, Core, Turg, and Mick are on the map. So all of their combat values are +1, which includes movement.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the first thing, and that's a free action. The second thing I'm going to do for my first costed action is I'm going to roll a d6 for Adolf Impossible's power. My dad thinks I'm entirely too possible. If there is no d6 on this card, roll a d6 and place it.
Yep.
When a character within range and line of fire rolls an attack roll, you may remove the d6 and replace it. So that is a 3.
Okay.
Okay, so Adolf Impossible has a 3. So that is a power action on Adolf Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 1. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to TK Leech from Franklin. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Franklin can TK him this far.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Do I want to take him that far? Oh, this is blocking, so I don't have... Actually, do I have line? No, I don't have line through that one. Okay, so Leech will go here. I guess that's not Leech's action, that's Franklin's action.
Yep.
Okay, so that's action number 2. For action number 3, Turg is going to carry Core. He has 10 movement because of the Moloid Kid's trait thing.
Yep.
And he can fly. So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because he's carrying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he could go here. And he will place Core in front of him. Okay, 3 actions left. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use Spider-Man's Perplex on Tong's movement.
Yep.
And Valeria's Perplex on Tong's movement.
Okay.
So her movement will become a 10. And then Dragon Man is going to grant Tong the Passenger 2 ability.
Okay.
Okay. So if she's 10 and she's carrying 2 people, she can go 8, right?
Yeah.
So she's going to go... now, how does water in the new rules? I know I can move through regular hindering. Is water different? I forgot to check.
Yeah, I forgot to check as well.
Okay, let's just avoid it. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we're just going to go 7. We'll stop there, I think. So Tong will go there. She's going to drop Mick here, who has stealth. And she's going to drop Valeria right behind her. Okay, so that is, we're almost there. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is Wu is going to carry Artie. He can go 6 if he's carrying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and he has water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's got the
6.
dolphin symbol?
He has the dolphin symbol. So I'm going to look that up because it gives him special powers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drop him in the water and put Artie behind him. And then Vil can go 7. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's carrying Adolf Impossible, which has his d6. And he will place Adolf Impossible here. And that is 6 actions. And Awesome Andy has sidestep, so I might as well do that. I'm going to sidestep him here.
So you did 6 actions? Wow.
Yeah.
They carried?
Yeah. So
How did they get over there? Sorry?
Tong carried them.
She carried 2 of them?
Yes, because she has Dragon Man's free ability that gives a sidekick passenger 2, but only to carry other sidekicks.
Oh, amazing.
So he granted that to Tong, and she carried them.
Yeah.
Vil has passenger 1 because Wu is on the map, and Wu has passenger 1 because Vil's on the map. So Vil carried Adolf Impossible, Wu carried Artie, Leech was TK'd, Turg carried Core, and Franklin did the TK.
Okay.
So that is my 6 actions for my opening move.
Okay. All right then.
Okay. Okay, so we did talk about water terrain.
Yeah.
So water terrain is clear for movement, just like hindering is in the new rules.
Yeah.
But if you have the dolphin symbol, which both Vil and Wu do, they get the swim key phrase, and that says, while occupying water terrain, this character can't be targeted by opposing characters unless they are within 4 squares.
All right, then.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Yep. And... yeah, that's it.
All right. So now, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my team.
Okay, and despite the fact that I looked at my sheet, I forgot to do 2 things.
Yep, no problem. Go for it.
So the first thing is that Human Torch can generate a barrier for free adjacent to a friendly sidekick. So I'm going to put that in front of Artie.
And that's regardless of like range, line of sight, and all that
of those
business.
things.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Sue can once per turn give her defense to one of my sidekicks.
Okay.
So as part of defend, so I'm going to give that to Valeria.
Okay.
So Valeria, so she would get 18 instead of 16 plus ESD.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good.
And now for sure I did all of the free things.
So I also have the 5 action tokens, plus I have
Leadership.
Yep. So there's 6, and that's going to be a busy round, isn't it?
Okay. It is.
Okay. So first things first. Silver Surfer is my herald. So he is going to come in for an attack. Now he has hypersonic speed.
Okay.
And under the new rules, we're using the new rules, so we're going to have to refer to the powers and abilities card whenever we do something, just to make sure we're doing it properly.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it says power. I'm going to have my range. No passengers, of course. Move, make an attack, then move up to your speed value minus the number of squares just moved. So pretty much like it used to work.
Yeah, the only difference is it no longer has breakaway +2.
Right. Okay. So Silver Surfer, of course, flies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Okay. He has a direct shot to Turg there.
Yep.
Now Turg is tiny, right?
Turg is tiny, so he gets +1 to his defense against ranged attack, so he'd be an 18.
Okay.
And Turg does not have the sidekick keyword because he is a generated bystander.
Okay. So his defense is a 17.
Yes. It is 18 because of...
It's 18 because he's tiny. And Silver Surfer is a 12 attack.
So you need a 6.
So let's see if I get a 6. That's only a 3.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, but he has printed probability control on his dial. And there's an 8. That'll be 4 points of damage on the Turg. Do you have anything special?
4 points of damage on the Turg. Well, I have 3 thief probs.
He didn't get shape change, right?
He doesn't get it.
Because he's not a
He doesn't have the sidekick keyword. I'm assuming he doesn't have the sidekick keyword. It doesn't say it.
Yeah.
On his, like it says that Core is a sidekick.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say sidekick anywhere with Turg. And for the same reason, I don't think he has the Fantastic Four team ability. So, it's 4 damage. I have 3 probs. I don't think it's worth it, as much as I love Turg. We're just going to let him go.
Okay.
So Turg is KO'd.
So then
all 0 points of him.
Silver Surfer has 1 more movement, so he will move here. And I will put a token on him.
Okay.
All right. And then, just to sort of, I think, protect him, Dr. Doom will come in. He has a movement of 9. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he comes over here to sort of help protect Silver Surfer. And we're going to bring a Doombot in. Doombot has a move of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's move Dawn Greenwood. Actually, let's not do her just yet. Blastar has a move of 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He will move to here.
Okay.
And Annihilus has a move of 10. So let's bring Annihilus in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's put him there.
Okay.
And I have one more token. I'm going to put a Doombot over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's a Doombot. Dawn Greenwood will move. Let's move her 1 and 2. And that is my turn.
Okay, so now what happens with the dial?
Okay. So, okay, let's start with the elemental converter dial. At the end of your turn, click the elemental converter dial once. So, I will put the elemental converter dial on click number 2. Okay. If Galactus or the Herald KO'd an opposing character this turn, you may click it an additional time.
Okay.
So
you KO'd Turg.
That is considered a character, right?
Yeah, he's a character. He's a bystander, but he's still a character.
So
it doesn't say standard character, right?
It just says opposing character.
Okay, check.
Okay. The dial goes to click number 3. All right. Now, nothing happens. At the end of each opponent's turn, deal 1 unavoidable damage to each character on that force within X squares of a map edge where X is the number displayed on the dial. There is no number yet on the dial.
Okay.
So, now let's look at the Herald dial. Okay, at the end of my turn, if the Herald is within 5 squares of an opposing character, he is within 5 core.
Does it require line of fire?
It does not.
Okay.
It says if it's within 5 squares.
Okay.
Or KO'd an opposing character this turn. Click the Herald dial once, turn it twice if both apply.
Okay, so both would apply.
That's correct. Okay, so the Herald dial is going to go to click number 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, on click number 3, the Herald dial gives the Herald running shot.
Okay.
Okay. So he started with phasing teleport, but now he has running shot.
Okay.
Okay. And that is the end of the turn.
Okay, so at the beginning of my turn, the barrier comes down.
Right.
Okay. Now I have some leaderships to roll.
You do.
Let's start with Bentley.
Okay. You got to do him every turn anyway,
yeah,
right?
That's a 6, so I will take the token off of Franklin.
Now, if he gets a 1, bad stuff happens, right?
If he gets a 1, then I take it off one of your people.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I don't mind that.
So no one else over here has tokens. There's no point in doing any leadership over here.
Right.
So let's start with Valeria here. Valeria on Tom. Okay, that's a success. We'll do Vil on Adolf Impossible. That is also a success.
Got some hot dice today.
Don't jinx it. Let's
Got some hot dice today.
Woo on Vil.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait a second.
You did Adolf.
No, I did.
Oh, you did Vil on Adolf.
On Adolf. So let's do Adolf on Vil.
Sure.
That's a success.
Look at that.
Okay. Then I'll do Vil on no, Vil did Adolf, right?
That's correct.
Adolf did Vil. Artie will do Woo. And that one fails. Okay. So that's not bad. I was able to take 4 tokens off that turn.
Yeah.
I have 2 people with willpower, but neither of them have tokens, so there's no point in doing that effect. Okay? So now, knowing where the elemental converter is, I think my best bet is to get people out of one of the map edge here.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that this turn. So here's my 6 tokens. And let's see. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yep, I think we're just going to move people to get them away from that elemental converter dial.
Yep.
So, Mr. Fantastic can go 9. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
So he'll do that. Come up here next to Tong. And does your Doombot have stealth?
Does the Doombot have stealth? Let me check on that. No.
Okay.
There's no stealth.
Alright. So Sue can fly, so she's going to carry Spider-Man. So she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she'll go here, and she will drop Spider-Man next to her. I hate that I have to bunch all these people up here.
Yeah.
Awesome Andy is going to sidestep 2. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this thing will go here. Jim Hammond will go, he can go 8. He'll come up here. 2 actions left. So let's have Human Torch carry Bentley 23. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because he's carrying. And he'll drop Bentley here. And then Dragon Man can go 7 if he carries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be good. Because he's giant, so he would block line of fire to people behind him. And we'll put Franklin here because he carried him. Okay, so now Franklin has sidestep. So I think I'm going to sidestep him here behind Wu, sorry. And I think that's everything. I'm out of power actions, so let's do the defend. Who needs the defend? We're gonna give... Oh, Core has stealth. Does anyone over here have improved targeting?
No, they don't.
Okay. So no one can see him unless they do a close attack?
Right.
As a precaution, we will give Core Sue's defend.
Okay.
Okay, so Core will have an 18 defense.
Mm-hmm.
And Human Torch can build a barrier adjacent to a sidekick. So let's put it... Before we do that.
Yeah.
Everyone can take 2 tokens in the new rules, right?
That's right.
So with that said...
no pushing damage.
That's blocking terrain, so that's in my way.
That is.
Alright, so Mr. Fantastic has Outwit.
Okay.
He's going to outwit the running shot on your Doombot.
Alright then.
Okay. And then Sue will put the barrier here.
Okay.
Okay. So the Doombot's been outwitted with running shot. The barrier's been placed. Sue's given Core the defend. And I think that is everything I can do this turn.
Okay, looks good.
Okay, so I will pass turn to you.
Okay. So you've outwitted the running shot on this Doombot.
That is correct.
I have leadership on Dr. Doom over here.
Okay, traded.
Traded. So I'm going to try to get a token off Silver Surfer. That does not work.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to make some attacks.
All right.
So...
I will get my shape change dice ready.
Okay. Annihilus, he's got Energy Explosion.
Okay.
So we're going to have some fun with energy explosion.
So just as a reminder, because there's a zillion powers on the map.
Yeah.
Because Wu and Vil are the dolphin symbol, and they currently occupying water terrain, you cannot target them unless they are within 4 squares.
Gotcha. All right, now energy explosion. I can target multiple characters, right? Like I can target 3 characters.
You have 3 bolts.
I have 3 bolts on an Nihilus.
Well, energy explosion just says. If we look at the pack, energy explosion says. Make a range attack and all other characters adjacent become targeted.
Yep.
Hit characters deal 2 damage instead of normal damage. So if you can target 3, then if you can see 3 different people, then I would see that you could do that.
Okay, so Annihilus will target. Okay, so
what's Annihilus's range?
9.
Mick has stealth.
Mick has stealth. So I'm going to target Jim Hammond.
Okay.
I'm going to target Adolf Impossible.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can target Giant Man. Dragon Man.
Okay.
Dragon Man.
And this is coming from Annihilus?
Yes.
Okay. So that's fine. Adolf Impossible is a sidekick, so he has shape change.
Okay. Oh, plus he's... Yep.
Okay, he fails his shape change roll.
Okay. Plus he's tiny.
Yeah, so he gets +1 against ranged attacks, and he's in printed hindering terrain.
Right. So he's a 19.
Yep.
Jim Hammond is a 17.
Yep. Jim Hammond has invulnerable, so he's not going to take any damage. But if you hit him, then his adjacent targets become...
That's what I'm counting on. Now, you've got some captains that grant things to sidekicks, right? Like, are there bonus defense abilities? Like,
so they all have toughness.
They all have toughness.
Yeah, and they all have super senses.
Okay. Super senses.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just as a point of order.
Yep.
So energy explosion says all other characters adjacent become targeted. So if you can't target Wu or Vil, whoever's standing there, because of that, does he still become a target?
I think so, because they also become targets.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I'm not targeting them directly, but because I'm blowing this guy up, they're getting...
So does that mean I roll shape change on them as well?
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay. So I'll roll shape change on Vil, which succeeded.
Okay.
And on Mick, which failed.
Okay.
So Vil is not a target, and was it Adolf Impossible that was successful on his shape change roll?
No, he
failed his shape change roll. Yeah.
So I am targeting those 2.
Yeah. But Vil will not become a target because he's successfully shape changed.
And I also targeted Dragon Man.
He doesn't have shape change.
He's got printed shape change. Or no, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
My apologies.
You're looking at the wrong thing. He does not have shape change. He just has invulnerable.
Okay.
So if you targeted Dragon Man, then these 2 would have shape change.
Leech and Artie?
Yep. So Leech succeeds.
Okay.
Artie succeeds.
Okay, so that will not happen to them.
No.
Dang. Okay, so let's roll.
So what's your attack?
It's an 11.
Okay.
So that's a 19. So Jim Hammond would be hit.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 points, but he has invulnerable.
Yep.
And then 2 points on those 2 guys, but they have toughness, right?
They have toughness, and they also have mastermind to Jim Hammond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work out for me.
So they will mastermind Jim Hammond.
All right, then.
Hammond.
The other viable target...
Oh, they have super senses still. I should do that first.
Yes.
Just for point of order.
Not going to matter too much. But...
Super senses on Adolf. Fails. Super senses on Mick. Fails.
Okay. So
they
then...
mastermind it to Jim.
Yep. So then... So the 18 also gets Adolf because he's a +1 in hindering. And he's +1 for tiny. So he's a 19. My attack is an 11 plus the 8. So I did 2 points to him. Because he was I had target 1, target 2, and target 3.
Didn't we just deal with that, though?
No, so the first target...
He can't become a target... Hang on. He can't be a target being adjacent and also be a target from energy explosion. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe we should sort that out. Okay, so basically what it boils down to is...
I was right. That would be completely overpowered.
It would be... No, you're absolutely right. So you looked up the ruling. So what does it say there exactly?
Yeah, so over on HC Realms in 2018, they were quoted the rulebook where it says determine targets.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, a character can't be targeted by the same attack more than once.
That's right. Okay. So I targeted him.
Yeah.
Which made them targets.
Yeah.
He was already a target as well.
Yeah.
But Phil rolled shape change.
That's right.
So we're done over here.
Yep.
So my next target is Dragon Man.
Yep.
My 8 will hit Dragon Man, which means everyone here is also a target, right?
Yeah, but they both succeeded their shape change rolls.
Okay.
Right? So it's just Johnny. And he's a 19 because he's got ESD. And that was what you rolled, right? 19?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So they take damage.
So Dragon Man is a 17 invulnerable, so he won't take anything.
Okay.
And then Human Torch just has the energy shield deflection, so he would take 2.
Okay.
And he has no reducer.
He has no reducer traded or anything?
No reducer traded, nothing.
So basically, energy explosion was not really a good idea. I mean,
well, it might have if I hadn't rolled all the shape changes.
Exactly, yeah. So your shape changes have saved you. And kudos to you for remembering shape change on this game.
I am not going to forget shape change ever again.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was that. So
someone needs to take a token.
We damaged Johnny Storm. And Blastar has taken a token.
I thought that was a Nihilus.
I'm sorry, you're right, it was a Nihilus. Okay. Next up is Blastar, and is he going to do energy explosion? Perhaps not. Well, if he did, he could do 2 targets, and then we could try to get these guys again.
Mm-hmm.
And also, because he is a range of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, he could get Dragon Man.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on Adolf Impossible.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Adolf Impossible would be a 19, right? Because he's tiny and he's hindering.
That's okay.
Okay.
Well, let's do that one again. Let's target Adolf. But he has, you said all sidekicks have Mastermind?
They do.
So basically...
He can just Mastermind it to Jim Hammond, and Jim Hammond has Invulnerable.
Okay.
And all sidekicks currently have Toughness, Shape Change, and Super Senses.
6, 7. I think I'm just gonna... Should I just target Jim Hammond?
You have more potential of getting adjacency with Jim Hammond.
I should just target Jim Hammond, because I gotta get him out. Because everyone's gonna Mastermind at him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Blastar will just do a direct...
Are you doing a direct attack, or what are you doing?
A direct ranged attack.
Okay, and you're going to target Dragon Man, and you're going to target Jim Hammond?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And then I'll pick my target.
Okay, so Dragon Man does not have shape change, and Jim Hammond, I believe, does not either.
Okay.
No, he does not.
Okay.
And they both have a 17 invulnerable defense. What is his printed damage?
3.
Okay.
So I can get 1 point through.
Yeah.
I'll target just Jim Hammond.
Okay.
So here we go. 11 on your 17.
Yep.
I need a 6. That is an 8.
That is an 8.
So 1 point will get through to Jim Hammond. Right? 3 points of damage.
Well, you targeted both. So you're going to go with Jim Hammond or you're going to go with Dragon Man?
Just Jim Hammond.
You hit them both.
3 points on Jim Hammond.
3 points on Jim Hammond. And you are an 11 on a 17?
Correct.
Or a 10 on... Yeah, because you needed a 6, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a tall order, so I think I'm just going to take this. I'm not going to use the theme on it.
Okay.
Okay, so now he has toughness.
Okay. Toughness.
Yeah.
I like that. All right.
So that's 2 actions. You've got 4 more.
Yep, 4 more. Okay. All right. We got hypersonic speed on Silver Surfer. And 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm going to move Silver Surfer to here.
Okay, hypersonic.
Hypersonic speed.
Yep.
I'm going to make a ranged attack. My range is halved, right?
Yep.
So it's 8 to 4. So
Okay.
you are within range.
Mm-hmm.
His attack is 12
Okay.
on Jim Hammond on your 17.
Yep.
All I need is a 5. That's a 7.
For how much damage?
I have printed prob as well. That's going to be 4 points of damage.
I am going to elect to use a theme prob.
Okay.
So I know this is a tall order, but I'm hoping your dice won't roll well.
That's a 10.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm taking it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I move 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 4 points of damage.
That's my toughness, so that's 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. You have KO Jim Hammond.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
You could say that.
And
Hang on.
Yes. Go ahead.
I don't think anyone else has taken damage, right? Because he's got the Fantastic Four team ability.
Human Torch.
No, they all... Oh, Human Torch did, so he would heal. 1 click.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to stay within 5 of your people, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So my last move will be to come here.
Well, the last part of that move.
Yeah, the last part of my move.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still within 5.
Yep. He needs a token.
He does need a token. And Dr. Doom can move 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Doom is going to move his move of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
To here. And Dawn Greenwood. Now she has abilities. She can perplex only to target a character named Silver Surfer. So we should bring her in. Let's bring her in. So she's going to sidestep 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has a move of 6.
Okay.
So why don't we...
She can't fly, right?
No.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And she has perplex, so she will perplex Silver Surfer's defense up. She can only perplex him.
Okay.
Actually, she was here, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm actually going to move her here.
Okay.
Because she would give enhancement.
Okay.
And then I have one more action. And I don't think I'm going to do anything with that last action.
Okay.
I'm just going to clear my Doombots.
All right.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the elemental converter.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, click the elemental converter dial once. So we're going to go from 3 to 4.
Okay.
Now, if Galactus or the Herald KO'd an opposing character this turn, you may click it an additional time. So we KO'd Jim Hammond, right? Silver Surfer did?
Did Silver Surfer KO him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we click the converter one more.
Okay.
Elemental converter dial is now on click number 5.
Okay.
So the number is 1. Okay, and now we look at the Herald dial. At the end of the turn, if the Herald is within 5 squares of an opposing character, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
So that's a yes. Or KO'd an opposing character this turn, click the Herald dial once, turn it twice if both apply.
Okay.
So we turn the dial
Twice.
So it's going to go from 3 to 5.
Okay.
Okay. So the Herald on that dial now gains, I believe that is Quake. So Silver Surfer will now have Quake.
Okay.
Okay. Doctor Doom has Outwit, and he has a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to Outwit Adolf Impossible's Pulse Wave.
But didn't you see that special thing on his card that says Rob's not allowed to outwit Pulse Wave?
I didn't see that.
Oh,
so
it says it right here in the fine print.
All right. Well, I guess I can't outwit it then.
All right. So Adolf Impossible's outwitted?
Yes, he is.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sorry to ruin your fun.
Especially after you just perfectly placed everyone for me.
I know, right?
Okay. Well, let's start with my leadershiping. We will roll Bentley first.
Yep.
That is a failure, but it's not a 1.
Yep.
So that doesn't happen. Okay, let's do Artie on Human Torch. Failure. Let's do Leech on Human Torch again. That one's a success. Okay.
So, yeah, keep going. Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Franklin can do Woo. Wait a second. Woo should have cleared at the end of last turn. He's the wrong color token, so I don't need to do that one. You're okay if I retcon that?
Did Leech do?
Leech did a Human Torch.
Okay.
So Invisible Woman is not adjacent to a sidekick. Let's do Tong on Mr. Fantastic. That succeeds.
Excellent. Okay,
and the barrier comes down. So that is my leadershiping.
Okay, and just so everyone knows what's going on for yourself and for the viewers, the elemental converter dial has the number 1.
Okay.
Which means if any of your at the end of your turn, if any of your characters are within 1 square of the edge of the map,
are in on that square or within 1 square. What does that mean?
So it says at the end of the opponent's turn, deal 1 unavoidable damage to each character on that force it would be within 1 square of the map edge.
Okay, so this is 1 square of the map edge.
That's right.
This is not within 1 square.
No, I would say that's 2.
Okay.
So that's 1. So if you are on the map edge at the end of the turn, you will take 1 unavoidable.
Okay.
So the idea is, as we move down the elemental converter dial, you come in closer and closer till we're in the beginning. We're in the sort of in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So leadershiping is done. My willpower people. Oh, I have willpower. I should do that too.
Yep. You should do your willpower.
So Core has willpower, but he's not got a token. However, Dragon Man has willpower because he's giant.
Yes.
And he succeeds on a 3 to a 6. So let's try and take his. And there we go. So he gets to take his token off from the new willpower trait.
Yep.
Okay. So let's make some attacks.
Okay then.
Okay, so for my first trick.
Yeah.
Franklin is going to sidestep.
Okay.
To here. Okay, and then Franklin is going to TK Dragon Man.
Okay.
So he will take a power action. First of 6. To TK Dragon Man. So that has to be within 6 and line of fire. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. I really don't have to get him too far. 4. We'll go here. So Dragon Man has been TK'd. And now Dragon Man is going to charge close combat. And I think that's Quake. Is that Quake on his dial? Dragon Man. It is. And under the new rules, I can do all of those things at once.
Yes.
So I can charge, I can Quake, and I can close combat expert.
Okay.
So I'm just double checking here. Where's my pack? Quake says knockback. I'm not going to Quake.
You're not going to Quake?
No, I'm not going to Quake. I'm just going to charge and close combat expert.
Okay, so Franklin has TK Dragon Man.
Yep.
You can TK a giant. It's good.
There's no reason I can't.
Okay.
Yep. Doesn't say otherwise. Let's just double check. TK.
I don't remember anything that says you can't do it, so
friendly single base character.
Yeah, he's a single base.
Yeah.
He's just got giant size.
Yeah. And, I guess I probably didn't even need to do that because he's also got giant reach because he's a giant. So he could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, that's okay. We're going to do it anyway.
Want to just do it close?
No. I'm going to... The reason I want to is because he's got 3 targets.
Okay.
So I can actually target 2 people with my close. Or 3 if I can get 3 adjacents.
I mean, if you move right into that square, you could do it.
So I could go 1, 2... Actually, I don't even have to go all the way because I have giant reach. So I could go here. And that would give me 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Right?
True enough.
So I'm going to charge to here.
Yep.
Okay, and then I will target.
Probably could just TK him there, right?
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah. Either way.
He's still making an attack.
Yep.
So he's going to take a token for that.
And he has close combat expert, right?
Yeah, so he's a 11 with 4 damage against your people.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks good.
So this is close, so it doesn't. There's no hindering problems, right? Hindering terrain does not affect it.
That's right.
So we've got 18, 18, and 18.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
So you've targeted Dr. Doom.
Mm-hmm.
So the Doombot thing comes into play, but I don't know if that's going to actually work.
Doombot is not a legal target.
Yeah, so it says... So Doombot has a special power that says the real Doom, or... For all characters with this power, when a friendly character with the Latveria and Ruler keywords would be targeted by an opponent's attack or use of Outwit, which he has Latveria and Ruler.
Mm-hmm.
So you roll a d6. On a 4 through 6, that opponent chooses an untargeted number 5 Doombot to become the target instead. The new target must be legal, and you don't choose a power for Outwit until after a new target is chosen. Okay. So it's not a legal target. So
No.
this Doombot is not a legal target. So therefore,
Yeah.
that doesn't come into play.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I need a 7.
Hit everybody.
Yeah, they're all 18s. That is a 6. However,
Yeah.
he's within range of 8 off impossible.
Yep.
So 8 off impossible will replace that with
So
a 3.
under these new rules,
Yeah.
do you have to roll a single roll against each close combat person?
No, because when you do a ranged attack, you don't roll separately against them.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, I'm looking at the new rule book. And... Okay, so yes, it is just one roll. And it does indicate that an attack with multiple targets can be both a hit and a miss at the same time for different targets.
Yeah.
So you've replaced that, so that is a hit against everybody, right?
Yeah. So it's a 19 against all of your 18s.
Yeah, okay.
So you need to decide if you're going to prob it
Right.
before I divide my damage.
I should have, I think I have to prob it before you replace with Adolf, right?
I don't
Actually,
think so.
no, I don't know if I can prob it after Adolf. Can I?
I just replaced the die roll.
Yeah.
So when a character within range and line of fire rolls an attack roll, you may remove the d6 from this card and replace a die with the roll with it. Because it was a miss before, so you wouldn't have probbed it. Now it's a hit, but now you have the opportunity to prob.
So Silver Surfer does have printed prob.
Yep.
So let's do a prob on that.
All right. Still need a 7. How about an 11?
That's going to work. Okay, so now you have to divide damage, correct?
I do. I have 4 damage. So I am going to...
We have Impervious on Nihilus.
Yep.
We have Invincible on Silver Surfer, and we have Toughness on Dr. Doom.
So Invincible will reduce by 2 and takes a maximum of 3 at once, right?
Yeah, I believe so. No, the new rules just say reduce damage by 2, and it can reduce penetrating.
Okay. So it would just take I have 4 damage, so if I put it on Surfer, he would take 2. Surfer's the herald. It seems reasonable to me that I need to KO the herald to prevent Dr. Doom, or to prevent Galactus from getting in here.
Sounds about right.
So although if I put all the damage on Dr. Doom, I would go further.
Oh, don't forget you have Close Combat Expert.
Yeah, it's 4 damage.
Yeah, 4 damage. Yeah. So 2 points would go through on him.
But 3 points would go through on Doom.
That's true.
But I think I need to KO the Herald. So I'm going to go after Silver Surfer.
Okay.
So I'm putting all 4 damage on Silver Surfer.
Okay, so Silver Surfer will take 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Surfer is now on click number 3. So he has Impervious, and he has Outwit.
Okay.
So he no longer has Prob.
Nice. Okay. So, okay, so let's do Adolf's power action.
All right.
So he'll take a power action to put the die on his card, and he got a 6.
That is awesome.
So that is awesome. Adolf Impossible now has a 6. Oh my gosh, does that mean if I replaced a die that was also a 6, that would become a critical hit?
Yes.
That would be so cool.
That would be.
Okay, so he needs a token for that.
And I think you really needed that 6.
Yeah. Okay, so now, next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Human Torch to carry Leech.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right.
We're going to do that. We're going to get right up in Annihilus's face.
Looks dangerous.
Okay, and he's carrying Leech. Oh, I guess he can only go 6 if he's carrying. So, hang on. He also has Sidestep. He can Sidestep carry. 1, 2. Let's do that. We'll Sidestep carry first. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go there.
Okay.
So Human Torch is going here. And he... Oh, no, hang on. He's going here after all.
Yep.
And he's going to drop Leech. Has to be adjacent. This is messing everything up. Here.
Okay.
That's where I'm dropping Leech.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so that is that. Now, Leech has Outwit.
He does.
And he's going to target Dr. Doom with his Outwit.
Okay.
Okay. He's a legal target.
So this Dr. Doom here.
Yes.
Okay. Now.
The placement was very important because of your Doombot thing.
That's right. And you don't have line of sight on the other Doom bots?
No.
So that is legal.
Okay, so we're going to outwit Dr. Doom's traded leadership.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Sorry, my apologies.
No, it's all good.
Let's see. Franklin already sidestepped. Let's get Awesome Andy up here.
Yep.
He can sidestep too. He'll come there. And I want to do... I think I just need to tie some people up. Let's use Mr. Fantastic. He's got plasticity, which will make it hard for people to break away, right?
Yep.
I don't really want to lose the leadership, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so we're just going to move him up next to this Doombot.
Yep.
And what's worth... Let's outwit... the Doombot won't be able to make a ranged attack.
Correct.
Unless he breaks away.
Yep.
Let's outwit his running shot just in case.
Yep.
Okay. And then for my last trick, let's get Spider-Man somewhere where he can see things.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got Perplex.
Okay.
So we're just going to move him. He has, what is that, leap climb? So he could go 1, 2... I don't want him too close to the edge because of that thing.
The converter,
The
yep.
converter. Okay, so maybe I won't go that way.
Well, you got a little ways before we get to the 3s. So
Yeah.
if you stay within 3 of the map edge, you might be okay.
Yeah, I just don't want to be too... I was going to go into the hindering.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bad idea. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I want to get him somewhere where he's perplexable. So we'll just put him here.
Yep.
Okay. So I used his outwit. I have some perplex I haven't used yet.
Okay.
Spider-Man can see Mr. Fantastic.
Yep.
He's going to perplex up his defense.
Sounds good.
To an 18.
Mm-hmm.
And Valeria has perplex. So she's going to perplex up Tong's defense to a 17.
Okay.
And we're going to give a sidekick. Let's give Core, in case you have any smart ideas about trying to come in here and doing a close attack. Well, I don't think you can do a close attack on him right now. Let's not do that. Let's give Adolf the defend.
Yep.
From Invisible Woman. I don't want to put the barrier in front of him because I need him to have line of fire.
Yep.
In order for die replacements to happen. You can't target him unless you're within 4.
Well, you're not going to replace any of mine. You're replacing your own.
No, I can replace any attack roll.
No, I know, but you wouldn't replace mine with a 6.
Oh, that's true.
So you could put a barrier in front of him because the barrier is going to come down on your turn, right?
That's true.
I'm just
that is a good
idea.
point because I'm probably not going to replace an opposing die roll with a 6.
No, not unless you want me to kill one of your people.
Let's put the barrier there.
Yep.
Did I just give him the defend?
I don't remember who you gave it to the defend to, but go ahead and put defend on anyone you want.
Okay, I'm going to change it.
Yeah.
Because I perplexed up her defense, and let's do the defend on Franklin.
Okay.
Because he's only a 16 right now.
Yep.
So that's the defend. That's Human Torch's free barrier. Invisible Woman will clear.
Are there any side steps you want to do?
I did them.
Okay. Even Franklin?
Franklin did in order to TK.
Ah, okay.
So those 2 will clear, and that will be my turn.
Okay, so you've outwitted Dr. Doom's leadership.
Yeah.
Okay. So, these guys can't do anything because everyone has a token. But I have Doombots. So, the Doombot right beside Mr. Fantastic here.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just do a close attack.
Okay. And we perplex his defense to an 18.
Okay, he has an 18 and he has super senses.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, let's just do an attack then. So it's going to be a 10 on 18.
Yep.
Okay.
Ignite.
That's a 10. But you have super senses.
I do have super senses. I don't have line of fire for Adolf Impossible, I don't think.
Not that you would replace my roll anyway.
No, that's true.
Could you replace your super senses roll with that? Why not? No, it's an attack roll.
It says specifically an attack roll.
Okay.
Okay. So, I think then we just go to super senses then.
Okay.
Because I don't want to theme prob it. See, super senses failed.
Okay. And Doombot has a damage value of 3.
Okay.
So Doombot takes a token.
So 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And this Doombot has running shot. Now, I wonder if I could get leech. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could. If I went here, I could get leech.
Yep.
Okay. And he's not being stealthed.
He's not in stealth.
Okay.
He does have shape change and super senses.
Aha. Okay, well, let's give it a go.
And toughness.
Doombot. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here.
Okay, running shot.
Running shot targeting leech, so you have shape change, correct?
Yep, shape change first. Succeeds.
Wow. Good roll.
My dice are doing better today.
Okay, so I can't do anything else. So we're gonna.
Did you want to use your outwit?
Oh yes, I'm gonna use my outwit from Dr. Doom, and I'm gonna outwit Leech's outwit.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like them apples?
Figured that would happen.
So let's clear all these people. We'll clear that and that.
I mean, Dawn could take another token if you wanted her to.
No, she's going to stay right where she is.
Okay.
Okay, so you started the game, correct?
I did.
And so that was my turn.
You still have to do your converter.
I have to do my converter dial. So let's do that. Let's look at the card. So at the end of the turn, click the elemental converter dial once. So let's do that once.
Okay.
So we go from click 5 to click number 6. Okay?
Okay.
If Galactus or the Herald KO'd an opposing character this turn, you click it an additional time. That did not happen.
Correct.
Okay. So then we go to the herald dial. At the end of your turn, if the herald is within 5 squares of an opposing character, he is, or KO'd an opposing character, he did not do that. But he is within 5.
Yep.
So we click the herald dial one more to click number 6.
Okay.
And that now grants Silver Surfer Penetrating Blast.
Okay.
And the elemental converter dial is now still on the first value.
Okay.
Or sorry, number 1. So the first square from the map edge
Yep.
would now deal damage to you.
Okay.
So you started the game, and so that evens up the turns.
Yep.
And we're about an hour in, so why don't we take a break?
Okay.
We'll call this part 1.
Okay.
And we'll be back with part 2 in the future, correct?
Yeah, so at the end of part 1, just for clarification of where we're at,
Yeah.
you KO'd Jim Hammond for 35 points.
Right.
And you KO'd Turg, but Turg doesn't have a point value.
Okay.
So, and I haven't KO'd anyone yet, although I have done some damage to the Silver Surfer.
Yep. So that's where we're at.
That's where we're at.
I'm at 35 points, and that's where we're going to end it.
Yep.
So thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to catch up with us again for part 2 of this epic battle of the army of the Future Foundation.
Yep.
Versus, these bad guys here, these cosmic bad guys who are trying to bring Galactus in.
Yep.
And we'll see if we can bring Galactus in. So, thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for part 2 coming soon. Have a good day.
Bye.